Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Happy Pips, healthy chat. It's Pips Chat. With you today here, Hadi Hashir from Pips Chat.
40 minutes of political knowledge. I'm Jiha from Political Insights.
And today we will dive into a different topic from the usual from Pips Chat. So for today we're gonna dig into a little bit of politics, which is we're gonna dive on how the influences shape the political landscape, I would say, in Malaysia. So we're gonna discover a lot on how the influences, or maybe that citizens use the social media to raise awareness.
Alright, so with
So
us
we
today.
have our guest here today. Who's that? Yeah.
Alright, so our guest today is actually quite exciting for me to share with you guys because today's live episode is going to be an exciting one because we are here with Miss 𝗣𝗢𝗟𝗑𝗧𝗜𝗍𝒍 binti Khairul Anwar. And for your information, she is a practicing lawyer for more than 20 years. Right, Miss Junie?
Yes.
Alright, so apart from that, she is also from ALMA 1996, which is the Alumni Matriculation Association from IIUM Alumni 1996. So we have Miss Junie with us today. So Miss Junie, without further ado, it's a great pleasure to meet you. And would you mind to share with us the journey of your life that actually revolves around with law and also social media?
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. First thing first, thank you for your invitation to me. Though it's a very last minute, but I am very, very looking forward to be here because this is my university, all right? And I'm also looking forward to have many activities that being organized by the students here. Right. Talking back about how do I feel about the connection? Okay, how my background and my social things, I think I have already highlighted to you all much early that this topic chosen by these people, by these students, are really heavy. Okay, so I'm going to make it easy and comfortable so that those people who are watching this program, they will appreciate and they will get, what are the points that we are trying to convey to them and we are trying to share with them. Betul tak, Jiha? Betul ya?
Yes.
Hadi okay, Di?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, alright. Hadi pun okay, then I'm okay. Okay,
All of us
maybe.
are okay.
All of us okay. Alright, you just repeat again the question so that I can answer it accordingly.
Sure. So I'm going to repeat the questions
Yes,
again.
please.
So, Miss Junie, would you mind to share with us your journey in your life that actually revolves around law and also social media?
Okay, this is very interesting question. Okay, because I am not a really social media person. So I have to give this kind of look. Saying that, saying that, it's not because I don't know how to handle it. Frankly speaking, at the first place, yes, I don't know how to handle social media appropriately at the first instance. But somehow, after I went to a few classes, a few training, then being pushed consistently, secara istiqamah by my trainer, by my CFO. So, nak tak nak, you kena juga ada social media. Okay, I do have Facebook, I do have Twitter, I do have Instagram, and the last but not least, the TikTok. However, the one that the most active platform is Facebook. However, that also being monitored by somebody, okay? And the TikTok fully monitored by my social media team. All right. So if you ask me my background, and I think I have already discussed this before we started the program. I do frankly told you of that basically social media and law is something like not really kamching lah. You know why? Because our profession, I call students are here, okay? Of course, please, we have to admit that there are so many restrictions and constraints for us as a legal person under Legal Profession Act to simply, do our ANP, advertising and promotions via this thing, or we so-called touting, all right? But somehow, this platform, social media, gave me some realization that it's a good platform for you to go for sharing. You go for non-legal matters, which is actually relate to legal matters. So we make it easy for the sharing, for the educational purpose, for awareness program. So we try to choose topics. We try to choose our headlines, which is appropriately in relation to legal, but we make it publicly, so that it is also connected to the public. Okay, so that is how it goes. So from my experience through FB and also through TT, basically TT I just started, okay, in 2022, very late 22, and I have to admit, I tak begitu istiqamah. Alright, but later on, I do feel that this is a very good platform. I dah mula rasa seronok. Dah bila mula seronok tu, barulah kita menggunakan social media tu sebagai satu medium untuk memberi maklumat dan perkongsian kepada komuniti. Jadi supaya orang tak takut. Law, undang-undang, semua macam muka macam
scared.
Macam muka macam muka scary kan, macam muka dry, macam tak bestnya loh, tak bestnya, takutnya kan. So that is also another thing that we try to highlight to the community, to public. Please don't afraid to us. We are not monster. We don't eat people. Okay. Alright, yes.
Okay. So talking about the everything that you say about the legal matters, maybe you pick some headlines and then you turn it into a legal matters. I mean legal contents from your point of view. So we're gonna go back before that.
Okay.
How does it start? I mean, what? How did you? I mean, what does this? Why does this branch of knowledge? You interested in this branch of knowledge? Meaning to say you like laws during your study years, or how?
Okay. On the law side, of course, my interest in law. Okay, I love to debate. I love to argue with people. By the way. Not for it's a fun sake, fun, fun, for fun sake.
Yes.
And sometimes it shows that our mindset, to go for justice, fairness, when talking about law kan, kena justice, fairness, gitu kaedahnya. But the thing is, when it relates to social media, because you said macam mana dulu start kan, dulu bila legal and then with social media. So sebenarnya social media, the penggunaan social media tu sebenarnya adalah satu benda yang trendy juga, Kalau kita guna mainstream, they will be costly. It will take time because you have to deal with the right person. Okay, if you don't know the link to that particular person, so your article or your interview won't be published. Alright, but social media, any common person can use it, as long as you open up your account and then do whatever you want. Ethically, unethically, that's not the issue. So long you SS pun tak apa, shot sendiri pun is okay, So that is where it goes. So I think this social media is actually providing us a platform other than the conventional media such as magazines, newspapers, and then news. So this is something which is like more reachable, more viable, and is like spreadable, mudah untuk mencapai community. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so interesting sharing just now. I'm thrilled to know what's next. Alright, so Miss Junie, we just like what Miss Junie said just now, social media is a providing platform. But apart from that, it can also influence people, right?
Correct.
So I would like to ask why and how social media can actually influence politics to reach the society, and do you think the influence that made by the social media is actually beneficial to the community?
Okay, the answer to this is yes and no. Okay, because looking into the political side, this is actually a very good platform for the politician, to put up their agendas, to get people to follow them, and to bring up or highlight the issues what they wanted to do for the community's sake. All right, and they show their stance and principles to the community at large. It's an easy platform to the politician. Number two, in terms of reaching out, compared to the old-fashioned media, but social media offer you forum for you to deal directly with your with your community, with your public, with your followers. Okay, as a politician, you know, I can just like have one say for a day on the daily and consistently progress. I would have 1 hour chat with those who want to chat with me. Okay, 1 hour session. Those who wants to ask me anything about my political life or my social life. All right, so that we're gonna be like direct. Okay, they can use this as a propaganda medium. Okay, so that is good. But one thing for sure, it becomes not good. Why? Because it's also that you are utilizing in wrongful manner. Okay, you are trying to spread no, you are trying to disseminate fitnah. You know, it becomes slander and then sensational news, which is sometimes you don't know betul ke tidak.
Alright, so I guess we have the yes or no answer.
Yes or no
right?
answer, yes.
Alright. So Hadi, do you think that we could take a break for a while?
Yeah, we can take a break for a while. So, as you can see, there are a lot of things going on here. There will be a lot more information after this, and we are not finished yet. So sit back, sit tight, and enjoy the show. We will be right back after this.
See you again.
Yes.
Bye. Welcome back to our next session for today's episode, 40 minutes of political knowledge. Alright, so we will proceed with the next question, Miss Junie. Alright, so for the next question, it's kind of related to the previous question during the first session, alright, about influence from social media. So, how does actually social media can change the Malaysians' behavior in engaging with political issues compared to a traditional media? Because we all know right now the social media is a new one, it's a modern one, but we also have a traditional media. So how can actually it influence the Malaysians' behavior?
Okay, as we are aware, the landscape, the population landscape, the population landscape nowadays, is actually for younger generations to take part, okay, of the political segment in our country. So nak tak nak, you know, how you want to engage with these younger generations is via social media. They don't want all this surat khabar lama, surat khabar diorang tak nak, you know, and then all the magazines, they don't want that, you know. So what they do is that there will be like more engagement can be obtained from these younger generations via social media. So that is how that you can give the right input, the correct information to these people so that they can react accordingly. So this is actually goes back to the ethical politician, all right? How they deal with the social media, okay? In terms of giving the correct policy, highlighting the correct issues, what are the things that the younger generations has to realize, and how they should participate in certain countries' activities. Okay, and then give them the encouragement so that they have the interest to be part of the political segment of the country. Because as I told you, dissemination, accessibility, viability, okay, is all in social media compared to the old conservative media. So we have to acknowledge that. Even for the younger people, they analyze, they use a lot of social media to find the facts and figures, which is sometimes, that's why I said, the politician, or for those who are using social media, they must really know how to do it correctly, ethically, so that the information shared is true, okay, not just a false alarm, not a fake one, okay. So in a way, I think that is why the political shape, okay, the political dimension in the country can be shaped in using the social media. It's also related to the interaction. Direct interaction, as we emphasized just now, compared to the old media, conventional media, whatever written, they cannot argue. Whatever stated in the magazine, they can just read, but they cannot ask,
comment.
they cannot comment.
Yes, true.
All right. So, but here in social media, you can comment directly. And in fact, those account holder of this social media, they always open up. Okay, for any questions, for any interviews, So this is where the young generation, they can use this opportunity to ask whatever relevance. Or sometimes they can also ask something, I mean, maybe it looks silly, but for me, it's good for a start. For these young people to realize that they have to make up their minds about the politician segment in the country.
So I want to go back to the terms of misinformations.
Misinformation,
So how the freedom of expression,
Yeah,
freedom of speech and everything. This is like quite famous in the social media. So how do we balance the freedom of expressions or speech to the needs of to combat the misinformation?
Okay, I like this question actually. Why? Because as the social media users are increasing, your knowledge on how to utilize the social media must also increasing. Okay, so I love to use ethical user because you must be very ethical. You must know your responsibility when you use social media. You cannot simply post anything what you want. You cannot simply write whatever that you have in your mind. No, okay, because you must know what is your intention by doing that. Number 2, please don't ever put it in a way to hurt other people. Okay, what like recent cases, people can simply commit suicide because of this social media. You can't see the face, you can't see, but you still it can influence people to inflict themselves in such a way. All right, so that is number 2. Number 3, you must also always tabayun. Okay, this is the word tabayun, as a Muslim, we always use tabayun. What does it mean by tabayun? Tabayun, menyelidik, meneliti, okay, dan mencari sumber di manakah sebenarnya berita-berita ini diperolehi. Okay, then only you can you can talk about it, you can spread out. Okay, so when you have this thing in you, the integrity of your reputation in giving information, that will be like something. Dia kalau cakap, kalau Hadi cakap, okay. Kalau Jiha cakap, jangan. Dia suka petik-petik orang lain cakap. Contoh. So this is where you must put this ethic and then make them aware of the rules and regulations. Impose this kind of the enforcement. If let's say they breach these ethics, they breach the rules and regulation. That is where you say about even the freedom of speech is actually under the federal constitution. But there must be a limit. You cannot simply express everything until it will be like a slander and a label to other people. And you can just simply create something out of nothing just to make sure that you can disrepute the reputation of another politician. This is also this is not correct.
Mm.
Okay, so that is why even we have the Multimedia Act, Communication and Multimedia Act. This is also another instrument to cope with all these misinformations, misinformations programs or some things that can lead to something that can lead to criminal offense.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so Miss Junie,
Yep.
to avoid all this misinformation or misfortune to happen, just like you said just now, so do you think that there is a specific guidelines, especially as a political content creator, to share whether what you can share or what you cannot share to the content, to the social media, I mean?
Okay, this is actually I mean I don't wish to highlight whatever the laws that we have, the statutes that we have, because among other I've already said the CMA, the Akta Komunikasi dan Multimedia, also the Sedition Act, Sedition Act. Okay, I call student, if you don't know, you better learn what is Sedition Act. Okay, so all this is among tools or restrictions, a gate that can be flooded with unnecessary informations. And again, I wish to emphasize on you must be educated enough, knowledgeable user when you want to use social media. All right, so you cannot simply post anything. Out of your curiosity, because simply post, just to get people attention. You do crazy things, you do benda yang merepek-repek just for the sake of to get millions views. To me, this is totally wrong. Okay, so it goes back to your intention. Why is the politician is using this platform to disseminate and to influence people to get the right policy? Okay, to come up with appropriate civil and civil rules. Okay, and to create whatever relevant rules and regulation for the sake of society, for the sake of economic growth. That should be good. That should be okay. So as politician also, I encourage them to be very, very informative enough, and they are also ethical enough to use their social media. Even though they will say that there are people who handle their social media, but as the owner of social media, you must know, because the social media account is registered under your name, so you must be responsible.
Yes.
Be a responsible social media user. Okay. Be ethical social media user. So that will abstain yourself for simply simply flexing everything on the social media.
Okay. So we cannot just simply post anything that we think we would like to post, is it? Yes.
Yes. If especially when if the things that you posted implicated to other people, and the infliction, it does not mean only to the injury of the body or physical, but it can go to the
mental. Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Maybe a little bit. One more questions. Just a brief answer, maybe. You say about the paid content. So how does we can differ between the genuine political content and also the paid political content for their own agenda?
Okay, let me just be frank. It's not easy actually to determine whether it's a fake, it's a deep fake, it's not easy. But in a way, as a reasonable person, you have to go and search. Be tabayun. Okay, you be tabayun person, you have to analyze, you have to review, you have to check where the source come from. So that will give you more confidence and more comfort whether you want to share the contents shared by the politician or not.
Yes. Okay, meaning to say we have to be a smart citizens and tabayun, do the tabayun ourselves.
Correct.
To differ between the good contents that we want to absorb, or maybe bad content, then we just put it away.
Correct.
Yes. So Heidi, let's take a short break, shall we?
Okay.
Let's take another short break, and we have an interesting sessions after this. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
See you soon. welcome back to our third session for today's episode, 40 Minutes of Political Knowledge. I'm Jiha.
Happy Pips, healthy chat. It's Pips Chat. I'm Hadi Hashir from Pips Chat. And for the third sessions for tonight, we will be having a little bit like games, whereby the guests will respond to the statement or issues or scenarios that we will be giving by saying like, whether they like it, or scroll if they sort of don't like it. So
I'm going to proceed with the first question. All right.
Okay.
So the first question is: a politician post a photo at a local charity event. So you want to like it or scroll?
Like.
and why?
Why?
is that?
Yeah,
Maybe you
why
can
is that?
briefly explain to us.
Because this is something good for to give some impression to his or her followers that she or he actually interested in participating social activities. Because it's charity program, right?
Okay,
Charity events. So of course I like it.
So it will give good impressions. I
Yep.
guess.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next question is: a local leader uses a viral trend to explain about a new policy change. Do you like or scroll?
Scroll.
She just scroll like that. And why?
Scroll.
Why is that?
Okay. This is where you have to be educated enough, okay? And you must be very sensitive enough, and you must be alert, because you are the one who should be deciding, and you will be in a way to decide whether whatever being explained is correct or not, or it's just that simply for the sake of riding on the viral issues.
Okay.
I don't think it's, and you are talking about policy, right? But you are using something which is viral. So sometimes it can be done. Seriously, I know it can be done, but it will be it can bring a little bit of confusion.
Okay.
And you must be smart enough to determine whether it's a good policy or not.
Okay. Yeah, understand.
All right. So the next question is:
How many questions are there actually?
There are 5 questions.
yeah, there are
Alright,
5
okay.
questions.
After this, we have another game.
Yes.
That one is like we're gonna just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Later we will brief
Alright,
about the
alright.
next question.
Okay.
Because we want our viewers to stay with us. All right. Okay. So the next question is a TikTok content which is posted by the political candidates about his or her daily routine. So you like or scroll?
Daily routine. Okay, I can like. Why? Before you ask me why, I think in a way you have sometimes as a politician, you have to portray yourself as a common citizen. So being politician is one thing, because you have to get people to follow you, get people to support you, and then you will actually promote yourself being like people very considerate, very you are a person with integrity. So perhaps when you show your daily life, the followers or those who are interested to follow, they will be like they will be analyzing, okay, whether this is he or she has a good character or not. That's my answer.
The next question is a meme about politicians, Malaysian politicians, about switching parties. Scroll or like? Maybe like, maybe scroll.
Scroll.
And
That's
why?
very bad. In a way, yes, as you know, meme is in a way, sometimes for me lah, maybe I'm a bit conservative about this. When it comes to meme, you have to be very careful. Because before this under GISB, all these songs being like literally being played daily basis and rampantly, in a way it's a mocking idea of those who are already passed away. Alright, one thing. Number two, it also like giving bad impressions. When you are representing one party, and then you are creating a metaphor or a condition or situation whereby you want to portray that you might be lompat to another party. So kalau I kata I tak suka. I scroll.
Actually, it's obvious lah for me to add.
Yes, correct.
We have the same opinion.
Okay, good.
The next question will be, the scenes. A tweet about MPs debating about the longer recess time in Parliament.
This is sensitive.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it mentions about a tweet, so
A tweet,
it's specific there.
Okay, all right. If I'm the person with a lot of curiosity, I would definitely respond to that Twitter. I would say, why are you asking for longer recess time? Because in a way, this forum, especially when it comes to persidangan parlimen, is very important and very essential. You know, so perhaps if let's say the waktu senggang ataupun waktu rehat is about 1 hour, I just make sure I can do everything, say lah solat and makan, and I'll come back just to make sure that we can wrap up we can cover most of the relevant issues. Okay, so that my response lah. I don't say that I like or I scroll. I might be responding to it.
Yes.
Okay, I might be responding to it.
Through your own TikTok.
Are we gonna see that later?
No. Okay. Maybe after this, now we will have a quick choice lah. Whether you like you choose whether you like this one or that one. This is like a simple question, like
Okay.
a simple question about
Nothing
maybe
about
food.
politics.
Okay, alright,
maybe
okay.
food and everything. Or
Now I'm
you
at
look so
ease.
relevant.
Okay, yeah.
you look so relevant.
Nothing related to politics. Then
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
It's related to you actually.
Oh, okay, alright.
So Heidi, do you want to start?
I'll start with first 5 questions and then
Alright.
maybe you. Okay, the
First 5
one-
questions.
Because
Not
we have
questions lah,
plenty.
just 5 pairs. 5 pairs. Okay,
Okay.
5 pairs. The first one, very direct.
Uh-huh.
Kromboloni or tapak kuda? That kind of question. Which one do you choose?
Yes, which
Prefer.
one is?
Can I take both?
One,
Can I
for you,
choose
yes.
both?
For our guest
Yes,
now, it's
for our
okay.
guests,
Oh,
you
it's
can
okay.
take both. Yeah.
Okay, now the next question. This
Okay.
one gonna be tough.
Oh, tough.
Yep. Second, proton or pro2?
Pro 2.
Pro2. What kind of pro2? Any pro2.
But if let's say you ask me now, I wish to have the 7-seaters because it
Seven-seaters.
will occupy. It will be enough for my family.
I thought it's gonna be the king.
Wow.
No lah.
King.
The
Wow.
king is my first car.
The
Okay.
first one. Okay, we have the king, the former king.
Yeah.
Okay,
Former
right.
king.
The
Yes.
next question.
Okay.
Keropok Leko or keropok keping? My hometown.
Ganu.
Ganu.
Yeah,
Ganu.
Yes,
Ganu
keropok Leko or
kita.
keropok keping?
Kepuk leko apa kepuk keping? Oh, mana awak pilih tak? Dahu kok? Ambil dua-dua boleh tak?
You bring the energy of rapah kasih orang.
Bagaimana apa dia?
No, it's a viral issue. Nothing related. Okay, the next question. Things. Nasi ayam gepuk or nasi ayam geprek?
What's the difference between gepuk and geprek?
I think it's the
You're
sambal,
not
right?
UIA enough.
Yes, we're not UIA enough because UIA have plenty of that.
Geprek is like the red chili one.
The red chili
Okay.
And the
Gepuk.
gepuk
I think
is
we have
the
nuts in it, right?
nuts.
Yeah, nuts in the sambal.
Oh, I see. Then I choose the latter one.
Oh, the nuts
The
one.
geprek, the red chili.
The
the
gepuk.
Oh, the
The
gepuk.
gepuk.
She likes the
Ah.
gepuk one.
Yes, gepuk. The gepuk.
Okay.
There's a lot of gepuk and gepek here.
Yes, you should try.
Oh, okay.
I think
Seriously.
all of
We
our
don't have that,
cafes,
yeah. During my years, we don't have gepuk or geprek.
Geprek.
No,
Oh, okay.
we don't have both.
Maybe we can go
After
tomorrow.
this?
After this, it's already close already.
Okay, alright.
Okay. The next teh ais or teh o ais?
Ish.
It's so hard.
No, because I hardly drink ice. That's why okay, teh o ice or teh ice.
Yep.
Healthier one lah, teh o ice.
Okay.
Alright, so the next one is we have bingsu or ABC.
ABC.
ABC, alright.
Go on.
And then we also have, how about WhatsApp or Telegram?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Go on.
She's a WhatsApp person.
Yes.
Alright, so how about bawal or shawl?
Shawl.
Shawl?
Yeah.
You're not into bawal?
No.
Just like I'm wearing?
No. Because my husband said if I wear bawal, I look like a student. So that's why I say, okay lah, don't wear it lah.
Stay
I want to
young.
make myself older.
Oh.
Yeah.
Most of people, they like to look young and stay young.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so we also have about brand, the brand of shawl, which is tudung people or duck.
Tudung people.
Tudung people.
Okay.
Also, we have one more, which is kunafa or soft cookies.
Kunafa or soft cookies? Kunafa.
Kunafa.
I don't like soft cookies.
So I guess that's a wrap for our game session for today.
Okay, that's the end of the
God.
game session just now. Before we maybe wrap up the sessions, do you have any last words to the audience?
Yeah, to the viewers, to the students.
Yeah, I wish to say that I was hoping, this I think I have already highlighted this before the program started. As a social media user, okay, you must always alert, with your intention of being the social media user. Make yourself constrain yourself, restrict yourself to not to post irrelevant things, and then that can bring up scandalous or something which is so controversial. So do educate yourself, train yourself to be ethical influencers, okay? Because and then this is also another warning, okay? All influencers are not a role model, okay? But all role model are influencers, okay? So I think that will do for now.
Okay, that's very good warning in a good way. In a good way. Yeah. So thank you to our guest, which is
Miss Junie.
Yep, for basically spending the time here in our studio. And don't forget to follow our social media on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook. We have Miss Junie also. Don't forget to follow Miss Junie on Facebook, guys. Yes. All right, so we have TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many more. Don't forget to follow all of our social media. And thank you for being here with us. Okay, so I think that's wrap up this session for tonight. Happy Pips Healthy Chat. It's Pips Chat.
40 minutes of political knowledge. That's all from me, Jiha.
And bye. Assalamualaikum.
Bye-bye.